What up? What's good? What's good? What's good? Let's get in here. Let's talk about this shit. Since y'all want my attention so bad, let's go. I'm here. I'm here. Since people want to talk to me like I'm not a real motherfucking person, let's go. Since y'all been waiting on this reaction, let's go. Let's get it. I'm making my coffee. I'm getting myself situated. Because I'm about to put my whole foot up in this live. My whole foot. I'm about to put my whole foot up in this live. I'm not replying to any more comments. I'm ignoring it after this live. Okay? After this live, I'm ignoring it. Because at this point, y'all just want a reaction. And now y'all gonna get it today. Y'all been doing this all week. All week. All week. I've been sitting here dealing with this monkey blood shit. All week. You know? It's getting old. Hold on, let me check the mirror, see if I'm still black. Yeah, I'm still black. I'm still black. I'm still black. I had to check just to make sure I wasn't losing my mind. But we're going to get this shit straight today. Y'all come on in here. If not, y'all catch the replay. But let's back this trolley up to where it all started, shall we? Chronicles of the Shady posted a video. Now, the title has left my brain, but the thumbnail was ignorant and there was a bunch of like mad cussing faces. I've shared it around. It's on my community post. So there's that. I'm waiting on coffee water to heat up. So this has been going on all week. And I think Sunday was when Chronicles of the Shady posted the video. Okay. And then right when she posted the video, I don't know whose live I was in. I was chatting away in somebody's live. Or maybe I was watching it. I don't even know. But after I got out of the live, or I paused the live, right? And I went and I went and watched the video. So I watched the video. Or maybe I was watching something else. I don't know. But I went to go watch the video, and I was in total disbelief. I was like, what? And I replayed it. I replayed what, and no offense, this is no offense to Mab Investigates. I got respect for you, man. But I'm just telling how the conversation on this clip channel went down. Okay. And you just happen to be, in the story, but you didn't say nothing wrong. And I can, it's plain as day. I don't believe Mab Investigates is racist or anything. I don't even believe Team Rose is racist. Hello. But here we go. So, Mab, I don't even know how the conversation started because I didn't watch that particular live that was clipped by Chronicles of the Shady. Hard telling what I was doing when that actually aired, because I don't be watching Dolly Vision that much. I just can't. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for my mental health. You know, it's not that intelligent of a show. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let y'all know how I really feel, because y'all trying to play in my face. Y'all trying to play like I'm not intelligent. Y'all trying to play like I didn't go to college. Y'all trying to play like I ain't got white people and other races in my family. Y'all trying to play. Okay, bet. So, Mab said, "Oh, well, I got like 3 to 4% black in my family." And then Team Rose said, "Oh, really? I don't have no monkey or black blood in me." I got triggered without knowing, because I'm not psychic. I can't read nobody's mind. But I got triggered of what Team Rose said. And I went to some of Team Rose's colleagues, if you would call it. I'm not trying to play though. Yeah. I ain't trying to play either, but they keep dragging me in the game. That's the thing. They keep dragging. I ain't trying to play either, Dollar, but they keep dragging me, and they keep dragging it on and dragging it on and dragging it on. This shit been going on all week, bruh. All week. Like, it must be a slow news week or something. Y'all ain't getting into the Kansas City martyrs or nothing. This shit is wild, bro. Gonna sit here and agitate my black ass. But we'll get to it. So I'm gonna go through this recap, and then I'm gonna speak my mind for real. Okay, so after I got triggered, I asked, because I could be tripping. Like, I don't take things as soon as I see them and react, because that's stupid. You know, I don't do that. I said, wait a minute, I might not have heard that right, because I didn't. The first time I watched it, I was just like, huh? Why did I was looking at how they edit stuff, and I was like, why did they slow it down? Like, what was that for? Like, and then I rewound it, and I read the subtitle, and I listened with my earbuds, right? So I was like, oh. I was like, Team Rose said that? I was like, wow. I was like, I'm in her chat. Like, so jokingly, because, it was something like, I thought it was something Rose could explain away, and I concurred with her colleagues, right? And I said, hey, this team Rose think I'm a monkey? like what is going on? Like, I didn't know. Like, I felt, one, I felt shocked. Two, I felt stupid. Three, I kind of felt like a dancing monkey, because I had no idea that this was going to come up, right? So after I shared it with some people to make sure I heard and saw what I saw, right? And they was like, yeah, she said that. She said it. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I think I don't know if I was in Team Rose's chat and I asked her, or I don't know how it played out after that. But soon after, I fired up a live, after everything was said. And then after that live went so well, and I felt like the message received, actually, Rose came in the chat. The first live I discussed this, she came in the chat. She explained that that's not how she meant it to come out. And I said, oh, okay, cool. So you meant that you don't have this bloodline, which to her it's RH. She's got, this theory. I don't know if that's founded. I haven't researched the RH side of it all, right? I just hadn't had time. I'm a single mom. I cook, I clean, I catch sleep when I can. I I did a little bit of research, like the next day, but not at that very moment. So I understood, like, I had to get the understanding of where Rose was coming from. And once I locked that in my brain, right, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I get it. And everything was kosher. But then people started getting in the comments, which I appreciate the engagement. I appreciate y'all have a discussion in the comments. I'll never want that to stop. That didn't bother me. But Rose kept doubling down, and then at some point she fired up alive with monkey blood in the title. And I was just like, what? I thought this was over. But she was still upset because of, I don't know if it was because of what Lionel said or what I said, or because of Lionel and Mission's support of me and the timing of everything. I'm not sure. So that went on for a few days. And eventually, over the hours, I eventually got into a private conversation with Team Rose herself, right? And she started off on a voicemail or voice clip, however you want to say it, that it is in Messenger. She started off fine, calm, cool, maybe a little agitated. But then as it got along, as the train went along the track, she started raising her voice, getting a little condescending, deflecting, and then basically egging me on like, oh, you want to fight? You want to fight? You want this fight? You know, like we about to scrap outside or something. And I just wasn't feeling it. I listened. I calmly listened. I sat right here in this very seat and calmly listened. I change of tone. Yeah. She had a change of tone. Yeah. She was, you know how in Rose, she gets passionate and she rants. But instead of her ranting to an audience, she was raising her voice and ranting to me like she was scolding a child, right? You know, she rose her voice. Like if my son ain't listening to me, right? Let me explain this. Let me break it all the way down for y'all. When my son ain't listening to me and he getting loud in the living room, right? I have to put a little bass in my voice to get his attention. Let him know I ain't no punk. You know what I'm saying? Like, let him put the fear of God in him, right? That's what Rose did to me. You know, she put some bass in her voice, and I was like, hold up. First of all, I ain't never disrespected Rose. I never raised my voice. I never called her out her name. I never made no subliminal jabs in a live or nothing like that. I always, if I got something to say to Team Rose, I'll say Team Rose. I ain't gonna be. That's another thing that bothered me too. She's fired up alive, and she was sitting there like subliminally throwing shade, and I was just like, at 61, you're really doing this? You know? Now I've had respect for her thus far. I've had so much respect for her. I love Rose down. Let me tell you how much I love Rose. This is why it hurts. This is why it hurts. Let me tell you how much, I'm not going to cry. Let me tell you how much I love Rose. Late at night, when I'm scrolling through my Temu, putting shit in my cart that I ain't got no business putting in my cart, and wigs and outfits and shit I'll probably never afford, right? Every once in a while, I'll come across, something that's rose scented, like bath bombs or lotion or candle wax melts or anything. And it has a scent rose, and I always see it. And I go, you know what? If I was rich, I would get a big basket or something and send her all this Temu stuff with rose on it, so she would have it. You love Rose for 2 years now, right? Yeah. Like, I've always held Rose in high respect and listened to her wisdom and everything she teaches and talk about, things that I knew, but sometimes we forget things, we forget things sometimes. And sometimes listening to Rose refreshes my memory on stuff that I already know, but she puts her spin on it to where it kind of, like a motivational speaker, inspires me to do better, inspires me to learn more about certain topics. But this is getting to be like some catty bullshit that I ain't for. You know what I'm saying? Some dumb shit that's for the birds. First of all, we'll get to that in a minute. So I never raised my voice. I talked to her calmly and I told her why I said certain things. Now, she had got offended because this is a touchy subject, y'all. This is a hard subject. People get so defensive about race, So she got defensive because I said in her chat that when I was young and the white teachers would be teaching us about slavery, I wouldn't take what they said as gospel. I would go back to my mom and my dad and my grandparents and ask them questions on their point of view because they lived through those times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess the information of slavery was such a shock, to my young Black mind in Botetourt County, in the sticks, that I could even take it further than that. It's something I haven't said. Back when I was in preschool, I remember I was in preschool at Shenandoah Baptist Church preschool. And I've never hung out with the Black. This was like a Roanoke County preschool, and I never really hung out with the Black kids. And I was little. This was before kindergarten. I was in preschool, right? And I never hung out with the Black kids in preschool. Me hanging out with the Black kids didn't come till high school, middle school even, right? So I would tell my dad, because my dad would be like, well, what's wrong? Why are you crying? Because he'd come pick me up from preschool. And I'd be like, oh, some of the other Black kids are making fun of me because I'm friends with Carrie. I had this girl named Carrie, and she was my best friend. I don't even know if she's still living or what. I haven't seen her in decades, So and I told my dad, he was like, well, why don't you hang out with the Black kids? And I was like, well, I don't see color. And he was like, oh, that's good. He said, me neither. And then we just went on about that day or whatever. That was just giving y'all some background or whatever. First-hand knowledge is always better than books. Yeah, that's very true. Thanks, Dollar. Okay, so where are we at? So Rose got in. Now, she could have just came to me, when she calmed down or got her thoughts together, and she could have come to me as a woman, and she could have called me. She could have called me on Messenger. Hey, Max. She could have called me on Messenger, and we could have talked it out, cried it out, whatever. And here's another tidbit. Let's just get all the racial stuff out while we're here, right? Because I'm not talking about this no more. When I was little, right? I don't know. I probably told my grandma this when she was living when I was little, but I don't think I've said it to no other person, So I'm gonna say it to y'all, okay? When I was little, my grandma, because when you get older, you lose your melanin, right? And my grandma has always been, gray head, light skin, Black lady. But I didn't know that. I mean, I knew she was my grandma, but I literally, as a child, can remember looking at my grandma Clark, my dad's mom, and asking, was like, "Oh, I thought you was a white lady." And then my grandma was like, "No, I'm black." And she would get out the pictures and everything, and I'd be like, "Oh, pretty." She's like, "Yeah, you lose your color after 75 or something." She was like, so Rose um left me 3 voice clips. I never raised my voice in reply to those voice clips. Now I don't know how to download voice clips because I would let y'all hear them. If I had the StreamYard and I'd pull up the voice clips and let y'all hear my reply, and I'd read the comment and read my reply. I'd get real analytical with this since y'all think I'm dumb, right? Okay. Monkey or not, no dummy here, right? So Rose didn't say nothing back to me after my last 2 voice clips. And I was like, cool, maybe she's sitting on it. Maybe, she's thinking about what I said. Maybe she's in her fifis, whatever have you, right? So I just let her be. And I think I replied to something she went on. I tagged her in a Facebook post of a video because I didn't know where she was going to see it or where she would be more comfortable. So I kind of tagged her on Facebook, and I tagged her in my community post on stuff that I thought was relevant to the topic. Because I wanted Rose, I didn't do that to prove a point. I did that because I wanted Rose to see I was sincere about doing research. Like I wasn't just going to brush it off as, oh, Rose is racist and not do research. And I even said on a previous live or somewhere that if I'm wrong, if I'm ever wrong about anything, I'll come here and tell y'all, yeah, I was out the paint. I ain't know. I beats me. I went straight over my head. And I'll understand that shit so smooth that I can break that down into layman's terms. That's how my brain works. But I just hadn't had the time to research, right? And thank you, Dollar. Thank you. Thank you. And so when I talked to some other people in Messenger, and I got a little bit of better understanding because there might be other factors going on with Team Rose that I'm not aware of, and her fights with other people and everything. So I kind of just let it go. After I think I replied on the Facebook post and just let it go, right? But then, I like to keep a routine to my day, right? And every morning I get up, either I get a bottle of water and sit on the porch and wait for the bus to come, or I get coffee and sit on the porch, smoke a cigarette, wait for the bus to come, and I fire up. If Team Rose is live, I fire it up while I'm drinking my coffee, right? And I just listen. But 99% of the time, I let myself know in chat because I've always felt at home in Rose's chat. I've always said that. No matter what's going on, no matter if I'm blocked or unblocked on Dolly Vision, I always knew I had a home at Team Rose. I always knew that. I don't think you're dumb. I think you're disappointed in someone you once respected. Yeah, that's exactly it. Exactly. And I hate that. I hate that the bloom is off the rose. I hate that the thrill is gone. I hate that. I hate it. Because I don't want to see that, So anyway, so I'd fire up a live, drink my coffee, and chit chat with the community, and whatever Rose was talking about, I'd chime in on her. If Rose had questions, about anything or everything, I'd be in chat, right? Sometimes I go up on panels, sometimes I wouldn't, I'll just be in chat. And I went that after all them comments and everything, Rose fired up another live. The title was fine. I don't think nothing was crazy about the title, but I went in there just to, just to listen and kind of catch the topic of the day, or catch what was going on, or maybe she was gonna piggyback and say something or something. So I just wanted to listen. So I listened, put my earbuds in, I was listening, and she couldn't shake it. She couldn't let it go. She was like subliminally throwing shade. And I was just like, and I sat there in disbelief. And I sat there and and as beautiful and as elegant as, Team Rose, she has this elegant look about her, like she could have been like a queen back in the day or something, right? Or like she'd be in like Game of Thrones or something. I don't know. She has a very distinct look about her. And I saw this lady with her sweet face look at the camera and throw shade. Look at the camera, like she was like she wanted to read me for filth, but she didn't. She was subliminally reading me for filth. And she was having these little kikis and little, when people talk behind the scenes and they got a little conversation, a little side conversation going on with the people in the chat. And I was like, daggone. I was like, is that serious? Like, is that serious? Like, really? I didn't expect a 61-year-old to behave that way. Now, PJ, 41, oh yeah, I expect her to behave that way. We don't learn shit after 40. I'm 38. I haven't even got to 40 yet, and I know I'm going to still be petty at 41. So, fuck it, 42, however old she is. I knew that it's expected from, like, PJ or Gina Diamond or somebody. I expected from, young folk. But mature, wise Rose is being catty? You gotta be kidding me. So I let it go. I didn't even comment in the chat. I just watched the live, and then once, it got redundant and I saw what the vibe was, I just, went on to something else. I think I stayed in there maybe like halfway through or something. I ain't watch it all. I ain't gonna torture myself up here. I just let people be, And then I think a day or so had passed, and no comment. I didn't have to reply to no comments or nothing, and it was just kind of like this lingering, either an inside joke or I don't know what it was. It was just like this lingering thing, right? And I thought it would just dissipate. I was telling everybody, I'm not gonna go live. I'm not gonna talk about it, and I really just wanted to get back to normal, right? I just wanted to get back to a normal routine, and I want to get back to my creative, happy self. Not that it disrupted my happiness. It didn't. I was very like jovial and cheerful and analytical and making sure I wasn't in the wrong and crossing all my T's and dotting all my I's. And I'm gonna go back on the point about the white teacher. I think I told y'all that I explained that to Team Rose. Well, I thought that, but she thought that was racist. And I'm like, no, that's not racist. That's just being black. How can someone have black skin and sit in the classroom, listen to a Caucasian teacher tell you about yourself, tell you about your heritage, tell you about your long lost family members, and you just gonna believe it? I mean, God forbid me for saying that, but that was the problem with the slaves, right? I don't mean to have a Kanye moment, but that what was wrong. That's the slaves believed, what master told them. They just went with it. And I didn't want to be that. So, and I guess, hey, Mission, I guess Lionel was right. When Lionel said some really profound shit, he said that I'm a curse breaker, a generational curse breaker. And I've had that come up in tarot cards before. And I'm thinking, well, what generational curses do I have? I just didn't get it. But now I get it. Now I get it. Now it's like a light bulb that clicked in when Lionel said that, and I was like, yo, doggone it, he's right. I am a curse breaker. Because think about it. Back in the day when my parents was dealing with this race shit and my grandparents was dealing with this race shit and all the ancestors before that, they couldn't say nothing. They didn't have the freedom to. They had to be careful what they say. A white man walked down the street, they had to hold their head down and not look him in the eye. Yes, sir. Oh, have a good day, sir. They had to tower in front of it. Cower in front of it, And I realized that I have the blessing to not feel that way. You can't make nobody on this earth. All the shit my ancestors been through, all the shit my grandparents and great-grandparents been through, y'all not gonna run me off of the internet over some monkey blood. It's not gonna work. Y'all can fuck around and call me a whole ass nigger. That's not gonna happen. No matter what happens on this YouTube, right? I'm not going nowhere. I'm still gonna share my life and my journey to wherever success leads me, right? I'm always gonna be creative. I'm always gonna be singing on live or singing somewhere. Or learn a new song and trying to belt it out for y'all or see how it sounds, We was brought up on books, didn't have phones. Maria G, I'm gonna get to you. Don't worry about it. We gonna dog walk this. We're gonna go real slow. Like Ike said, like Tina Turner said, we gonna go real slow and nice, then we're gonna finish it rough. Mm-hmm. Oh, oh, man, you really did. You fired me up, man. Shit, I'm about to cry. You fired me up to make me realize I'm not powerless in this shit. I'm not the same girl that was in high school and they called a nigger. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the same girl that was in middle school and didn't understand why some people's parents didn't want them to hang out with me because I was black. That's real. This shit real. This ain't about no monkey blood. This is about the way shit made me feel, bruh. So, after all the subliminals, and Rose doubling down and whatever, and I just been listening to Team Rose. I haven't been commenting. I don't even let anybody know I'm in there listening, and just people I trust, right? People I know I can trust. But this morning, and the reason why we're here, right, is I got a comment from Maria G on YouTube. I was so blinded by rage, Maria G. I don't even know if I replied. Okay. And then I'm going off because that's the first thing you do when you get mad. You get pissed off, you go to your best friend. You ain't gonna believe what and I did. And then Maria G hit me up in the DM and she sent me a video titled White Slaves, African Masters. I didn't watch it because I was insulted. Like, How dare you assume I don't know that about history? How dare you? Of course. Actually, my mom called me. She knew I was pissed off. She called me. Mom always saving the day. She called me. And I said, yeah, this and that is happening. And just a few moments ago. And she said, yeah, slavery was all over the world. Everybody was doing it. Everybody, all the races were doing it to each other, within the race, all over, she said. I said, yeah, I know. They act like I'm stupid. I said, but I'm going to keep my cool. I'm going to keep my cool. So far, so good. Um, but Maria G, this is how I roll. Okay, I don't know about you. This is how I roll. I don't care what kind of ADHD, autism, depression, bipolar. I don't care what your diagnosis is. I'm not a doctor. I don't care what it is. That is not an excuse to bully or be catty because you think you know more than somebody else. What would be more tactful is to say, hey, Sierra, did you know there was white slaves and black masters? Did you know that? I just found that out. Were you aware? And I'd be like, yes, Maria G, I was aware. I would thank you for letting me know, but I was aware. Instead of just sending me a video and no comment, no nothing, just here you go, dumb bitch. Watch this. The fuck? I lost respect. I lost respect for you, Maria G. Yeah, I lost respect because that was unnecessary. It was very unnecessary, and I'm not gonna read no more comments. Mm-mm. I'm not gonna read no more comments. You know why? Because no matter what I say, no matter what I reply to, y'all are always gonna see yourselves as right. Y'all want to be right so bad. Doesn't matter about my tears. Doesn't matter about the racist shit I have experienced firsthand. The racist shit my father experienced firsthand. The racist shit my mother experienced firsthand. You're not arguing with anyone, but you're picking up the argument in behalf of your friend. And I don't do that. My best friend has arguments with people all the time. Somebody always pissing Megs off, and rightfully so. I don't know why she run into these crazy people, but I know Megs can handle her fights. And Megs know I can handle mine. Y'all don't see her in the chat talking smack back to y'all because she know I got this. And I know when she go on her job and she work her job, somebody pissed her off, I know she got it. See, I don't do that. That's high school. That's immaturity. I don't do that. I don't do none of that. I don't rally people to boost me up and make me feel right about something. Or hey, this person was mean to me and they said this and they said I was racist and they said, and oh my God, go say something to her. Don't let her treat me like, no. We come in this world alone and naked. You know what I'm saying? You don't need nobody to prove nothing. There's nothing to prove. Because first of all of us, none of us remember slavery. None of us know how any of this shit got fucked up the way it is. We were just born into this shit. Okay? Okay. I accept that. You accidentally send it to me. Okay. Well, that's a hell of an accident. That's a hell of an accident, Maria G. And it's amazing. This is what I find amazing When people think I don't have common sense or they think I'm stupid, they like to give excuses for the fucked up shit that they did or said to cover their ass. No, y'all being catty and y'all too old for that shit. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. I am 38 years old, and Megs, if I ever act like some catty teenager at 61 or older than 30, if at 40 I'm acting like a teenager, just please slap me. Let me know. Cause I'll be damned if I'm gonna be grown and sexy. I'll be damned if I'm gonna be grown, old, gray hair, with kids, grown kids, whatever, grandkids. I'll be damned if I have grandkids and I'm gonna be doing all this foolishness. Yes, we were born into it. Yes, thank you, Mom. Yes. And no choice of the color of our parents. Right. Not saying that I ain't proud to be black, like I'm proud, but everybody has heritage, I could be white as snow and still, have heritage. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I got respect for Tattooed Rebel. He stands on his shit, 10 toes down. He got respect and honor for his heritage. I like that. That doesn't mean his heritage has to have a conflict with my heritage. You know why? Because Tattooed Rebel didn't pick his skin color and I didn't pick mine. That don't mean just because he proud of his and I'm proud of mine, don't mean we gotta not like each other. You did? Just pulled up to my clientele. Sierra, I love you. Talk to you later. Chat sometimes when you hold things and you explode. When you are pushed, the ones here for you, Sierra, will get that. Everyone has a great day. Oh, thanks, Meg. Thank you. Thank you. I ain't going to be on here long because it ain't worth that much of my time. I could be doing laundry. I could be cleaning the kitchen. I could be doing all kinds of stuff, making me some breakfast, watching Days of Our Lives. And y'all catty motherfuckers wanna have some kind of Mean Girls fight over monkey blood. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck what anybody's blood got in it? It's so silly. I tell you what, the elites and the power to be that Team Rose like to talk about, they don't care what blood you got. They gonna find some way to use you. They gonna find some way to use you and tell you that you all used up. That's on God. Yes, yes. I couldn't get a feel for him at first. When you meet people and you conversate with people, you don't know. Like I was like, I was kind of apprehensive a little bit. I was like, he calls it the white trash family. His name's Rebel. I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, we probably come from the same type of, you know what I'm saying? So the same type of location. He probably grew up in the sticks. I grew up in the sticks. Whatever. And so I kind of just found a common ground with them. That's what I do. Like people that are different from me, I find a common ground. Let's take it all the way back. When I first ran into Jimmy, I didn't know nothing about him. I didn't know him personally, but I knew he smoked blunts. Guess what? Me too. Common ground. I didn't know nothing about PJ when I started chit-chatting with her. Short-lived, but I didn't know nothing about PJ at all. But she likes Jeffree Star makeup. That's something we can talk about. You dig? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I call Rebel, that's why I call him Uncle Rebel, because I want people to know, like, I'm not disowning him because he's proud of his heritage. That's what people expect me to do. Funny story. When I was going to high school, right before I even got pregnant or whatever. I can hear my baby daddy is no longer with us. He had passed in 2020, and I can hear him laughing now. But when we were going to high school, I had a little Honda Accord, a white Honda Accord, and I would park it all the way at the end of the parking lot next to the bushes, all the way in the corner in the back, right? And I'd pull up bumping DMX and Wu-Tang and, Busta Rhymes and boom, boom. I think I had subwoofers and everything in that car. And I would always park my car right beside, the redneck trucks with the lifts and the rebel flags and all the shits, right? So when I get out the car and be rushing to get into the school before the late bell ring, they would all be standing out there. And who knew 10 years or 5 years later after high school, I would have a son with one of those boys. So it ain't always like it seems, Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff about my past and about the things that I've been through that people don't know, you know? And on the grand scheme of it, I'm calmer now. So on the grand scheme of it, this little monkey blood shit, it ain't shit. You know? I done been locked up before. Y'all know that? Did y'all know that? I got a mug shot out there, fam. But that's a story for another day. I done had my ass kicked before. That's a story for another day. I lost my father at 19. Okay? Lost my cousin at 25. Lost my other cousin soon after that. Shout out to Chris Brown. You know, this past year in 2023, I lost 3 uncles. This is not a pity party. I'm just saying. You don't know what people are going through when you make these little stupid ass fights on the internet to prove a point just because you want to be right. And here's a thought. Here's a new thought right here. What if it's both? Because a lot of times in life, it's not just black and white. It's not just right and wrong. Sometimes it's both. Sometimes Team Rose can be right and Sierra can be right. Sometimes Team Rose can be wrong and Sierra can be wrong. It can be both. It don't have to be one or the other. And I think it's fucked up that the atmosphere, when I was listening to Team Rose this past week, it's like making the subs pick sides. I'll never ask y'all to pick sides. I'll never put y'all in a predicament to where y'all feel like y'all have to pick sides. You know what I'm saying? I always show support. I don't care if we beef it. Watch what I do. If y'all haven't subscribed to PJ's World, y'all need to subscribe to PJ's World. She got great content. Make sure y'all subscribe. Ring that bell. Hit the like button. Share her videos all over the internet because that's a smart lady right there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. She just plugged PJ's channel. Oh my God. The world is going to end. I haven't been talking to PJ. She didn't tell me to do that. I just did it. Because I'm a good fucking person. Shocker. Shocker. Like, for fuck's sake. Y'all, it's like, I don't know. It's like some mystery haters. I feel like I'm on the game, The Traitors. You ever watch that show, Traitors, on Peacock? And it's like, everybody's in this castle, and there's some traitors, and the faithful's got to figure out who's the traitor. I feel like I'm a faithful, and I'm on the fucking show. I'm on the show, and I don't know who the fucking traitor is. Okay? There's these secret, mysterious haters lingering in the YouTube streets and nobody knows who the fuck they are. Surprise! It ain't me. Surprise! It's not me. Good. Yeah, never pick sides. Go wherever you want to go. Like whoever you want to like. Share whoever you want to share. Subscribe wherever you want to go. Now, some people, when they heard what Team Rose had to say in that Chronicles of the Shadies video, they unsubscribed. And I can't blame them for that, because that's their way of showing you're wrong. It was wrong. Even if you're right, the tone of it was wrong. And this is not the point. The right and wrong is not the academic part of it is not what's bothering me. Whether Team Rose is right or whether Sierra's right as far as what was said, that doesn't bother me. I don't care about that. This is what's wrong. This is what I'm trying to get across. Okay? Here's the gem, right? I wanted Team Rose to understand or to consider or self-reflect on why her brain went from, oh, you do, ma'am? I don't have any monkey or black blood. Like she didn't say, I don't have any monkey or Asian blood. I don't have any monkey or Scandinavian blood. I don't have any monkey or Australian blood or Aboriginal blood. I don't have any monkey or Samoan blood. She went straight to black of all the races in the world. You said monkey or straight to a nigga. God damn. That's what triggered me. That immediate jump to a stereotype. Immediate jump. And then she gets on live, and on one of her lives, she was like, oh, I would love to have darker skin. Excuse me? Not all. And then she was like, well, in the private chat, she was like, well, you're kind of light skinned and you probably are mixed with something exotical. And I couldn't even entertain the ignorance because, first of all, I got cousins and I got family members that if you look at them, you will not know they are black. One time I was living with a boyfriend and I had just got out the shower or something. And he said, Sierra, this white lady at the door. And my boyfriend was white. And he said, Sierra, this white lady at the door asking for you. And I said, this white lady? At the time, I was going through mental health services and therapy. And I thought maybe it was my clinician or something, I thought it was like, a social worker or something, because I had been through some traumatic stuff and I had to get help, right? Or I wouldn't have been here. Point blank, period. So I went to the door. It was my cousin. It was my cousin. I ain't gonna say which cousin because I don't want to put on Front Street like that, but it was my cousin. And I was like, oh, hey, and then we went on about business. But what y'all don't realize is that, black people come in all colors and shapes. All shades of brown. We're not just dark-skinned people. Have you ever heard of Creole people? Creole from New Orleans. French mixed with the black slave. That's Creole. Okay? So let's not act like Sierra don't know her history. Let's not act like I'm just twiddling my thumbs over here, wasting my life away. Okay? Nah. See, I didn't know. So that's the thing. When I was a young mother, I was never, yo, what up, Buddha? I was never concerned I was never concerned about what color, my son was going to be. And then she brought up that too. What your son is half white. So does he not have it? Keep my son out your motherfucking mouth. Okay? Respectfully. Because I'm fully aware my son is half white. And as a mother, as you go, you try to educate yourself as much as you can. So when the time comes to prepare your child for an answer, you can give it to him. And I'll never give my son my opinion, just my opinion. I give him cold, hard facts. I tell him my opinion, and I tell him what other people may think. So he's prepared for the rebuttal. So he has all the information. He has the facts, mom's opinion, where she stand on it, where some other people stand on it, and then he can form his own. That's how I parent my biracial son. Okay? But it's crazy because, he was biracial as soon as he's half white. As soon as I get into a heated discussion with a white woman, right? But long as he been living, he got a little bit, he got half his mama in him. People been calling him black his whole life. Shit, it didn't matter to his dad's family. Shit. It's crazy how in 2024, that one drop rule that we used during slavery, one drop of a nigga, full nigga, so that one drop rule only applies when y'all want to apply it, right? It don't apply when y'all want to claim the half white of my son. Oh, well, your son is half white. And you have his view? Excuse me? Excuse the fucking me? Were you in the bedroom when I conceived this gorgeous motherfucker I got as a son? My son beautiful. Okay? Last time I checked, I was riding the dick, not you. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to hear. I don't really care what people talk about for real. People have the freedom of speech to talk about whatever they want to talk about on their lives, or in their lives, or in the DMs or whatever. That's cool. I ain't got no problem with that. I can't stop that. I can't restrict that in any sense. I'm mixed. Don't call me mulatto. Horseshoe donkey on. I hear that, Buddha. I hear that. I would have never guessed. Buddha act like a full nigga. I would have never guessed. See, black people, we can talk to each other like that. It's not offensive. Shoot. If Team Rose, you ever in Virginia, you can come to a family reunion. You tell me if we got monkey blood or not. Because there's a whole lot of colors in my family. Okay? A whole lot of people that would beg to differ with your opinion. And that's another thing too I didn't think of. Grab me a cigarette. What I didn't think of when someone had brought it to my attention, Rose she lives in Maine, okay? And I know the Civil War is over. I get it, guys. I got the memo. Civil War's over. Emancipation, got it. But she's in Maine, okay? She was born in New York, and then now she's in Maine, right? So that's the North. And the North can be very liberal, okay? Can be very, they don't understand, is what I'm trying to say. Not to bring a division between Northern and Southern, because I know Team Rose got a thing about, the South, they stick together. Them Southern folk, they just stick together. Yeah, we do. We had to. to survive. But thank you for the refuge during slavery. Thank you. See, I know my history. I know my history. And here in the South, we do stick together, but not in the way you think. And the topics of racism is a little more. See, I imagine up north, I ain't never lived up north, but I imagine it's more of a liberal. Y'all can talk about it more freely and open and not get offended. But when you come down south, we try to dance around that shit because we have to live with it every day. Okay? We have to live with the repercussions and consequences and looks and stereotypes every day. And there's some parts of the South you'll never see me in. Okay? Because it's not safe. Okay? That's just fact. Please remember, do not start her channel for this. This only how she feels right now. We all know what needs to be said. Rose will listen to someone who knows if Virginia is listening. Yeah. Now I am laughing again. LOLs. You know these men in Maine. Gosh. Right. Facts. This live is very important. Thank you. Thank you, Lionel. For us, it's in context in which we use, yes, the endearment. Yes. Yes. Or they came to America. Exactly. Thank you, Buddha. Teach them, Buddha. Thank you. Y'all dropping some gems in the chat. And you know, I really hadn't raised my voice up until this point. I've been real calm. I just wanted to discuss it with my little tight fingers and my fat little tight fingers and, voice clip it, privately to Team Rose or and other people that I trust and value your opinion. And, some people I just hadn't even bothered with it. I don't even bother some people with it, And I know some people feel like they owe Team Rose loyalty. There's this loyalty thing that's going on in the YouTube streets. Like when a creator does something wrong, white, black, or indifferent, right? When a creator does something wrong, sometimes people in their community, in their life, they like to fight for the loyalty of the creator. Y'all ain't got to do that for me. Okay? If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I don't mind being wrong. Okay? That's how we learn is being wrong. I don't mind being wrong. I don't mind saying some wild shit and have to apologize for it later. I don't mind none of that. And I'm not going to sit up here and pretend to be someone I'm not. That's what I'm not going to do. Okay? And that's another reason why I don't really dive too deep into current true crime cases, is because I'll talk about past cases, like Casey Anthony and Ted Bundy, Charles Manson. I'll talk about those, but current true crime cases I don't like to talk about because the people are going through trauma. As I understand that's YouTube. That's, people want to know and figure out, and it's a mystery and all that. I get that, but I just don't have the heart to do that. Okay? Take your time, Lana. Let me see let me think. Let me smoke my cigarette and think for a second while Lionel is BRB. And the crazy part is, with this loyalty, this creator loyalty, this false illusion of loyalty to creators, right? I never had a conversation off the record, behind the scenes with Lionel. I don't even know who Lionel is. I really don't. But I can appreciate, he don't know me from anybody. You know, he don't know me from Adam, but I can appreciate his logic and seeing what's clear and what's right and not right, but what's true, what's genuine, you know? And I'm not gonna play into this back and forth and subliminal. I'm not playing into, I'm not subliminaling nothing. Gotta go. Love you, CC. Chat. Take care, sis. All right. Holler at you later, Buddha. You know, I'll be around, you know. Did you see me get thrown under the bus? I I heard her speaking of you and that y'all had a falling out, but I didn't know the details. I really didn't even know who you was. Um, but I just kind of left that alone because I didn't know. You know, I see other people. See, I mind my business. I stay in my lane. If it's not my fight, I don't get into it. If it's not, you know what I'm saying? I just let people. You know, friends are gonna have disagreements. Friends are going to fight. Shoot, me and Megs did that disagree. Me and Megs fought. Shoot, we at least every 10 years we have a good old blowout. So it's just part of friendship, and I hope y'all get back on track. But yeah, she kind of did throw you and Lionel under the bus a little bit because she was like in private chat, she was like, you know, I'm really mad at Lionel and blah blah blah. She was really going in when it came to whatever y'all was going through or whatever. She spoke about that a lot, but I didn't know enough. And she probably thinks that we do talk behind the scenes, but that's honest to God. Where's the Bible? I put my hand on the Bible. Now that's I got real silent because I can't find one. I think I got one behind my TV. Hand on the Bible. This is what version of the Bible? I got so many translations. Okay, it's just the New Testament. Fine. Hand on the Bible. Never had any side conversations, back chats, private DMs, Facebook messages with Lionel or Mission. Okay? On God. So, let's not have that narrative either, because I can see how it would spin off into that. But I'm gonna say this again. I'm never gonna make my subscribers hallelujah. I'm never gonna make my subscribers feel like they have to choose, between me and anybody. That was definitely, hey, three dot, three dot, three dot, three dot in the house. Three dot. Okay. What up, three? But yeah, and that's another thing too. Like, I follow y'all all over. Like, I'll see three dot on a panel, and I'll stop in and I'll listen and see what his crazy self gonna say. And I won't be knowing nobody in chat. I'll just be like, go three dot, go, just because we Team Rose's people. You know what I'm saying? We family over there. We family. We in a community. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna never tell y'all not to go. If y'all haven't subscribed to Team Rose, y'all are missing. Y'all are missing in the sauce. Y'all are lost in the sauce. You're living under a rock. Go on and subscribe and catch up to all this and subscribe to Team Rose. I think she said she was close to some number. I forgot the exact number, but make sure y'all subscribe and make sure you hit the like button and share too. Ring that bell for Team Rose. Okay, don't be weird. Okay, and also subscribe to three dot. Ring that bell. I think I'm subscribed to three dot. If I'm not subscribed to three dot, by the end of this live, I will go subscribe, because that's what I do. I support. You know why? Because for a long time, this whole internet streets, this whole YouTube hood didn't like my black ass, okay? Because I was talking shit about the great Dolly Vision, okay? But I've already apologized to him for all that, you know. We on a new chapter now. You will lead me to the promised land. I am done. Oh God. Yeah, 3 Dot. Gotta bring in those innuendos. That's okay. I feel you. Okay. I hear you, bud. I hear you. Take me to the promised land, baby. Anytime, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I got my bags packed. I'm ready. But yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to 3 Dot and show support. And I've been really enjoying Tattoo Rebels. I've been looking forward to his lives. You know, he's covering the Vince McMahon allegations, and whew, I know. Let's let go. Yes, I'm. You know, I've been pent up all week over this monkey blood bullshit. I've been so like pent up, and I've been just trying to find solace. I've been trying to, once it's all done, like I'll end the live, and you know, comments will come in, and I appreciate everybody's comments and engagement in the channel. I never thought I would have this much engagement or this many people watching me in my in my wildest dreams. I never thought, and it just gives me more motivation to give y'all better quality of entertainment, better quality of a show, right? And I'm a single mother. Like I said, I'm a single mother. My son's father is no longer here, so I am holding all this financial weight on my shoulders, right? So I have to save my duckies, you know, after I buy a wig, because I got this wig I want to buy. And I'm not buying nothing. I ain't buying no camera. I ain't buying no tripod till I get this wig. Because if I don't get, I gotta, if anything else, I gotta get this wig, you know. But eventually, I will, you know, have a laptop and a camera and a tripod and maybe a ring light or something, and we could do this shit the right way, you know. And I'll learn how to bring stuff up and to share stuff on screen with y'all and all that. It don't take me long to learn stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm a quick learner. So once I do, I'm gonna just learn as I go. Once I get all the physical hardcore equipment and, you know, laptop and it, or even a tablet or whatever, I'll once I work out that and save up for those things, and once I have all those things here in my presence and it's all set up and I have a spot to sit, because I'm trying to work out space in my apartment. You know, I just have a 2-bedroom apartment. I'm on the, you know, the lower, and I got a treadmill in my room already, you know. So I've been on this health kick ever since, I don't know, 2021 or something. So I haven't been on the treadmill, but it's in here. And so I mean, I've been on it for like a month or for like a year or so, and then I kind of slacked off towards the holidays. But I want to get back into my workout routine, and I want to get back in to being creative, and I still want to use that treadmill, because walking around this block every day, like in my old place, I used to walk around the block, you know, to get exercise, because it was a simple square. But here it's you know, it's the hood, you know what I'm saying? So it's the Caucasian hood, but I like it over here because it's less drama. And is that racist? I don't know, guys. Y'all tell me. But so I don't feel safe, you know, just walk, because it's so close to the homeless shelter too. So I don't want to deal with all that. So I put the treadmill in my room because, you know, I wanted to stay fit and lose weight, and I didn't want it to be like dependent on the weather, whether or not I walk around the block. And I think at the time when I was moving here, I was going through a breakup and shit, so I didn't want to run into him. And so this was just my way of but eventually I'm gonna have to find somewhere to do my YouTube, and I might do it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might just have like a side table and put a laptop on it or something. I might do that. We all the same race, different ethnicity, different good. Right. Exactly. Exactly. And I didn't leave things on a sour note with Team Rose. She didn't reply to me, but I let her know that, I told her in a voice clip, I was like, I love you, Team Rose. And I'll say it here, Team Rose, I love you down. I love you. I respect you. Um, Sometimes criticism is good. Criticism is there, constructive criticism is there to make us better people. And I can only pray that my subscribers and my followers and my friends and family always give me constructive criticism. I don't never want constructive criticism to lead my life, because I want to be a full person. And I also want to learn from my errors. And I also want to make sure that my language and my me verbalizing how I feel comes across clear and precise. And in order for me to be the youth, because we're YouTubers now, guys, in order for me to be a good content creator, constructive criticism is going to get me to my goal. Okay. And I'm never gonna stifle or stop anybody, even if I'm so sure that I'm right. I'd much rather I much rather people tell me and give me constructive criticism. And an easy way for me to digest it is if you come to me with a calm tone, come to me with a calm tone, and don't come to me ready for a fight, because that's exactly what you're going to get, you know? And luckily I had respect for Team Rose. It did. I never raised my voice at her, and I never disrespected her. I never called her out her name or none of that. I still won't, Now, if you would have caught me an hour or so earlier when the bus left, oh boy. Even then, even in my rage, I did not um call her out her name, or I raised my voice, but I didn't call her out my name. And I appreciate everyone. I'm not ending it. I'm just getting all these thank yous out because everyone's been so cool, and I didn't expect to have this platform. I thought I was gonna get on here and just, you know, talk shit about an ex-lover, and Nan and a boo boo, you suck. I thought I was just gonna get it out and just be creative and upload my TikToks and be done with it. But it has given birth to a platform that I'm actually proud of, and I'm actually working on making better, and I got a lot of high hopes for it. And I understand when I first came on the YouTube scene, not everybody thought I was what I am, you know. I'm pretty sure when I first came on to the YouTube scene, people probably thought I was a liar. They probably thought I was a groupie. They probably thought I was a mid-class whore. They probably thought, whatever what they thought, right? But that's not the case, that's not the case. Actually, Jimmy got some good taste somewhere in there. He got some good. He got some good taste, because I ain't no pickaninny. Ooh, ooh. Did I hit y'all with a racist term? Ooh, pickaninny. Oh God, y'all didn't think I knew that word, did you? Ooh, yeah, y'all definitely thought I was a pickaninny. I'm not. Ooh, there's a fight going outside. Oh shit. Y'all want to go see y'all want to go eavesdrop on this fight real quick? Let's see. I'm gonna look out the window. Oh, Katie. Katie. I love Katie too. Katie be having me cracking up. Cracking up. But I just want this I want this conversation to be over. I bend and let it go. I bend and chalked it up to miscommunication, misunderstanding, that whole lost in translation between typing and texting to to I just chalked it up to, it was a misunderstanding. But now it's becoming like, and that's the thing. Here's the thing, you know, one time I was listening to Team Rose, and she said, this is what they want. They want us to start a race war. This is what they want. And now that I'm thinking about it and I'm verbalized, I'm like, well, isn't this what you're doing? You're starting a race war, because I didn't approach Team Rose to be like, ha ha, I'm black and you're not. That's not my point of approaching Team Rose. My point was to get clarity from Team Rose. I was looking for clarity. I was looking for her to explain to me what she meant. And a lot of times, I don't know if it's because I'm black, she took offense to it. Like, I don't understand where the defensiveness or offense, whatever. I don't know where that energy came from, you know? And maybe she was getting slack in maybe she was getting slack. I lost my place in chat. Maybe she was getting slack from other people. I'm not sure. I don't know. She gets a break because Rise just saying she's Rose. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely, definitely. And no one can take that from her. No one can take her. And I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to. This is not me trying to sway the masses or nothing. Nothing like that. I just wanted clarity, because I didn't see the whole live. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't that important to me to where I felt like I had to go look for the original live and then watch the whole live and then say something about it. Like, I just figured, oh, someone will tell me what she meant, or Rose will tell me what she meant. But then when it all went down, it got off the track. It got so, now it's like in the comments, tit for tat. Like, it's that whole, I'm smarter than you, and I think I'm smarter than you, and I'm so smart. Like, I don't do that. I'm too grown for that. You can, if you want to be a genius, have at it. Have at it. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm the smartest girl on the block. I'm not. I'm not. There are small and big words I cannot spell. I am autocorrect all day long. I would drop the link, but I'd rather the whole drop the link moment be on an open panel situation, and maybe we'll have an open panel when the dust settles, and that way. But I want it to be a more positive. I don't want it to be about this. I don't want the discussion to be about this. I just want it. If I do an open panel, and if I let people up on panel, I want it to be like a celebration. I want it to be like Sierra got a bottle of Hennessy and she want to kick it with her friends on YouTube. I don't want it to be this. So that's why I haven't dropped the link thus far. Yeah, I know she's not. I know she's not racist. I never called her racist. I was just trying to get her to see that sometimes as people, we make racist jumps in our mind. Like our mind does these racial prejudices or racial, I don't know the word, but it jumps to it. You know what I mean? Like she said, like on part of that video clip from Chronicles of Shady, she was like, yeah, Dolly's people are all from the hood. They're all in the hood. They're from the hood, you know. And I just want to tell y'all right now, there's more white people in the hood than black, because black folk been in the hood so long. We got generations in the hood, and my generation, as soon as we get our bread up, we get out the hood. But that's that not everybody can do that. You know what I'm saying? So, the hood is not. I don't even know if there's any black people on the street. Oh yeah, there is. Down at there's like one down on the end of the block, and some up at the apartments up there. But other than that, the rest of it's white, as far as I can see. But who knows? I'm not knocking on everybody's door trying to figure out who black and who not. You know, we should be able to be on YouTube and not be disrespectful and bringing zombie groupies. Exactly. I ain't nobody's groupie. You know what I'm saying? I still watch. That's the thing. Like, I kind of there's this box in my brain, and Dolly Vision is in that box, right? And he's only in that box because for what little time I got to know him, and now present day, I can't type in his chat. I'm blocked from his chat. I'm blocked from all chats, and I get it. I get why I'm blocked. I expose. Ooh, bad Sierra. I'm in turtle jail. I think it's hilarious. So, okay, I'm blocked. I'm even blocked from Jimmy Jams. I'm blocked from everything, right? And so I said, well, when this thing happened with Team Rose, I was just like, oh, well, snap. I'm just going to have to, just like I do with Dolly Vision, I'm going to just have to just watch when I'm interested or when I want to watch, like the video, share it, and I'll just won't talk in the chat. I'm cool with that. So that's how I was going to carry it with Team Rose. I'd be like, well, I still support Team Rose, even though she's a little upset with me right now, or she feels some type of way, or there's a crack in our friendship, or whatever, so have you, right? I'm going to put her in the box with Dolly Vision, and I'm just going to watch, like, share, and listen. I don't have to participate in the chat. Now if someone, feels me in the atmosphere and they're like, I bet Sierra's watching. And if I see someone say, hey, Sierra in the bushes, I'll come and chat because y'all didn't call me out. Okay. If y'all blow my cover, then I'm gonna have to come out, the bushes. But other than that, I have no problem just watching. It's a shame that I feel that way. And it's a shame that, it's just awkward because even when I was listening previously to Team Rose's lives, there's things I wanted to say or put in chat, but I just didn't feel comfortable to do so because I felt like it would be dragging it on. I felt like it would become a tit for tat, and I didn't want that. I didn't want that, Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's another thing. That's another. You're right, Lionel. That is another thing. That is another thing. Like every time I get into a race, not every time, but a lot of times when people get into racist conversations, when a black person has a question, did you say this? or did you do this or whatever, constructive criticism that's always met with, I'm not racist. Well, if you're not racist, then why do you have to say that? Why do you have to say it then? Obviously, I'm not racist either with my black ass. But why do I have to say that? You know? It's common sense. Common sense. She doesn't think that. I don't know what you meant there. Stop. You're not racist. I'm just, no, you're kidding. My family came from the hood and they are all millionaires except for me. But I'm rich in other ways. Exactly. Yep. That's right. Hmm. That's like with me. My family come from the country. You know what I'm saying? And by looking at me and talking to me and just passing me by, you wouldn't know I was from the country, because I wear these lace fronts and I'm a baddie, and I got all this ass and I got all these curves and everything. And I talk like this and I sound like a city girl because I've been here for, at least 10 years now. So, people don't get that, but come to my house and get a plate of cooking. Get a plate. Sit down and eat that plate. Soon as you hit them collard greens, soon as you hit that cornbread, soon as you take a slice of that brown sugar pie, some fried chicken, oh, you will realize I was not in the city. Because I got some country ass cooking. I've already been in the trenches. Yeah, keep fighting it. I don't think no. Oh yeah, yeah. He said he didn't. I don't think nobody. That's the thing. I don't think anybody thinks Rose is racist. I don't. I don't think anybody thinks that. But the more she gives in to the tit for tat and explaining herself and doubling down and then throwing shade and then belittling intelligence, it's beginning to look like what we know she's not. You know? Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I don't think you're racist, three dot. It's time to know we are all the same. There are so little differences between us. Right. Right. Stop it. Three dot. You know what I said. Three dot be geeking, boy. Define racist. Okay. I can do that. Oh, me, teacher, pick me. Okay. uh Racism is when you prejudge someone based on the color of their skin, their sexual orientation, right? Um, or like a disability or something, you know? It's like when you judge someone for being different than you are, you know, that's racism. And it don't have to be like you know, a black or white thing. It could just be like, judging because of disability or sexual orientation or whatever, right? Okay, I will leave now. Love you, Sierra. Okay, bye. Oh, three dot. No, it's not that. It's just you gotta get past your emotional hang-ups on it. That's all. You know. Let me boost y'all up for a second. Let me help y'all out, okay? Because there's a lack of confidence on these YouTube streets, PJ. so okay, Halloween comes around, right? And I'm thinking, because I always dress up Halloween ever since I was little, right? I've always dressed up for Halloween. Um, but there's some costumes I don't think I can get away with wearing. Like for Halloween, I would love to dress up like a Viking, but have you ever seen a nigga Viking? No. So you know, I'm gonna have to just, get some face paint and wait till, Megs is in town, and I'm be like, I'm dressing you up as a Viking. I have to live vicariously through other people. But there's a lot of things y'all can be proud of. Vikings were badass, Scottish, the freaking Irish. Have y'all seen Boondock Saints? If y'all haven't watched that movie, y'all need to. Because Boondock Saints Boondocks, that is a good movie. Mm. The freaking Mafia. Have y'all watched The Sopranos? I mean, they ain't all white. There's some Italian in there too, but whatever. And Tony Soprano, James Gandolfini. That's a smooth motherfucker right there. You know? So sometimes these things get lost, and I understand. I can see things from a Caucasian perspective because you got The Color Purple just came out, and Black History Month and everything. I could see from y'all's perspective how y'all would feel like black is better. I could see how y'all would think that way, but as a black woman, I don't know about every other black woman, but there's things I wish I could do. Like, okay, let's get real with it, right? Let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a buck. Okay. I wish I could just hop in the shower, wash my hair, let that hot water just, wash my hair and just jump out the shower, shake that shit and let it just, I mean, I could do that. But, at some point I'm going to have to put some, castor oil, some avocado oil, some coconut oil in my hair, or it's going to break off like twigs, like twigs and it's going to just break off. So I wish I could just wash and go. I wish I could. Okay. You know, and now, a lot of black people will call this cooning, but I'm not cooning. I just want y'all to have confidence, and I don't want y'all to feel a lack in yourself just because of one thing or another, right? And there's confidence, and we got black girl magic, but you can make your own magic. It don't have to be. I'm just trying to be fair, is what I'm saying. Everybody has something they want, you know. Everyone. I can look at someone and say, "Oh, well, damn! I wish I had that." Everybody got that, or I wish I could do that. You know, I'm sure some people see me twerking in my short videos, my YouTube shorts, and they probably like, "Dang, wish I could twerk like. I wish mine looked like that." You know, I didn't get ass until I started doing squats, okay, and taking back shots, but that's neither here nor there. Okay. There were Scottish slaves in my family that were caught, tortured, raped, and sold. Yeah, true story. I don't know all the facts, but my cousin told me Lots to find out. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure of it. LOL stands for lack of loyalty. Look, man. It's just crazy. Like, I just think it's unfair to make viewers. I mean, even just like the random, because a lot of people just come on YouTube when they're sitting in the doctor's office waiting, or waiting in the lab, or on their lunch break, and they just clicking on YouTube just to have something to watch in between time, and then they run up onto this community, and next thing they could be in Dolly Vision's chat one day, and then in Savage Live Media chat the other day, and then someone on panel will be like, "Didn't I see you over there on the Hobbits chat?" And they don't even know nothing about nothing going on the YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta kind of like give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, everybody that come across your channel don't know what's going on behind the scenes, or don't know the inner workings of the friendships that are going on. As our channels grow, and as we go on, some people are late. They don't get it, and they just and I knew by Team Rose going on her live ranting and raving. I was at all last year. I was at funerals, and I was telling family members. They were like, what are you watching?" I was like, "Oh, I was just listening to Team Rose real quick." And I would cut it off, or I would, I'm just looking to see what Team Rose posted or whatever, just checking something real quick. And they were like, "Who's Team Rose?" And I'd be like, "Oh, okay, she's a moderator on Dolly Vision, and that YouTuber." "Oh, yeah." So I'll be hanging in her chat and blah blah blah, and I gotta explain it to them, and then they might subscribe, and then they flip through the YouTube channels. And I'm trying to make it, so y'all can visualize. They scrolling through YouTube, and they come across Team Rose, and she's ranting about blood and race and monkey blood and this and that, and it's not a good look. It's not a good look. You never saw Boondock Saints? Oh my God. Put that on the itinerary. You know what? Whenever I figure myself out, when I figure this YouTube stuff out, and I get a laptop, and I can do the screen share or whatever, oh, I'm gonna have a whole Discord going on. I'm gonna have a Discord. I know it's drama, but I'm good at working through drama. Okay, as y'all can see. So we're gonna have movie night. Okay, we're gonna have movie night. We're gonna watch classic Black movies. We're gonna take it from slavery to Boys in the Hood. We're gonna go from Roots to Boys in the Hood. Okay, we're gonna discover it all, and we're gonna watch Boondock Saints. I got so much plans for this channel. So I ain't going nowhere, haters. No, that's not a dig to Team Rose now. I mean them other people who just come and hate and don't try to get to know me. Those are who I'm calling haters. Not Team Rose. Don't twist it now. Don't twist it. It's so funny. They're still talking about me. Who is still talking about you? There's only so much one can overlook, though. Yeah, yeah. I haven't reached my limit because I'm trying to have grace. And I don't mean to get religious on here, but God has given me so much grace, understanding, over the years, and mercy too. Mercy, yes. And so, who am I to not extend that grace and mercy, and forgiveness, to Team Rose? So I hope everyone finds that so they can do the same. I'm out. See you later, everyone. Yes, castor oil. Do you feel better now? See, y'all getting to know me. I feel a little bit better. I feel like I can start my day now. Go on and watch this Days of Our Lives now. Sure do. Thank you. Thank y'all for being here. I ain't done yet. I'm reading these comments. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, we love you, Team Rose. We love you. Yeah. Now, Lord, now here we go. Here's another fight we gonna have. Now, you know, let's talk about the positive, okay? Ann Horn's been cutting me some slack. I thought she was gonna come from my throat for a minute there. I thought Ann Horn was gonna sit me down. You know how the elders used to do? They used to sit them down. Sit down. Let me tell you something. you know, I thought she was gonna sit me down. She still might, but she did. She did. Let loose off of me a little bit. I said, "Whew, whew." That's one opponent. I don't know if I'm ready for. I don't know if I'm ready for Ann Horn. So, Ann Horn, if you see this comment, it wasn't me. Just came to say hi to you, as I don't take kindly to being called a liar. Okay, I don't know who called. Did I call you a liar? I don't even know. See, I forget. Stoner brain. I'm not even smoking weed right now, but I didn't smoke some brain cells. Did I call you a liar? I think I apologize for raising my voice to you in the Facebook chat. And I didn't read your comments earlier in the chat because I was just too heated. I was just too heated. I couldn't deal with it. But I feel like you are what's the term they like to use? What's the term PJ used in them DMs? I feel like you're white knighting. Oh, is that racist? I don't even know, where did that come from? I don't even know if that's racist. Anyway, I feel like you're white knighting for Team Rose, and I feel like there's no need for you to do that because it perpetuates the problem. Okay? In order to get over a conflict and get to the resolution, we got to stop with the who is calling me? Jesus. Decline. To the person who just called me, I'll call you back later. I'm not even gonna say the area code, but y'all could probably guess. Um, but yeah, it's perpetuating the same. The problem is the conflict, okay? And in order to get to the solution or the resolution, the white knighting needs to stop. Team Rose can handle herself. And I will always be here. If she can't handle herself in the moment, I'll always be here for when she is ready to handle herself by herself. Because ain't no team behind me. It's just me here. Okay. I have one moderator. That's my best friend Megs. Other than that, solo dolo. I don't need a whole army behind me. Okay? And I don't hold my subscribers to some false sense of loyalty. Okay? If people vibe with what I'm saying, they'll be here. If people are not vibing with what I'm saying or what I'm doing, they won't be here. But oh, I know why you said I was a liar. Because I said about the AD. Are you talking about the ADHD or whatever? And the autism? Well, I don't feel like using your diagnosis is for, I don't feel like, I don't use that as an excuse. Like, I could sit here and tell y'all everything on my medical chart, but I don't see the point in that. I could break all kinds of HIPAA laws and tell y'all everything. I could pull out my whole medical file and tell you everything I've been diagnosed with to gain sympathy in a conflict. But I feel like that's a punk ass move, because those are just diagnoses. That has nothing to do with the conflict. Your diagnosis is not an excuse for bad behavior. I don't play that, because everybody has a conscience. Everybody, I'm assuming, has been raised right and know right from wrong. And everybody knows when they're being condescending, when they're taking jabs, and when they're being nasty. Okay? And I'm not going to let someone make me feel bad for being intelligent, because the games y'all play on YouTube with other creators, y'all can't play them games with me. Y'all can't play that tit for tat. Y'all can't play them high school games. Y'all can't play none of that with me. Okay? I'm a logical person, and I know how to put in words what you're doing. And what you're doing is bringing up medical diagnosis that it's nobody's business what you got. If you didn't say it right the first time, try again. Say it a different way. If you didn't say it right that time, say it a different way. Keep trying until somebody get it. But it ain't nobody's business what a doctor diagnosed you with. That is no excuse for making me feel like I said something wrong or did something wrong when I didn't. All I did was ask a question. Does Team Rose think I'm a monkey? That's the only hysterical question I asked. I wasn't picking a fight. I never raised my voice. I never disrespected or belittled anyone. I was just seeking clarity on what came out of her own mouth. And if she can't back up what comes out of her own mouth, that's not on me. It's better someone that respects Team Rose and has love for Team Rose to hold her feet to the fire and make her stand on 10 toes down on what she say than someone who really don't give a fuck. Would you rather a random person bring this shit up? Would you rather me email the video to like Savage Live Media or something, or some other exposed channel, and let them hold you to the fire and pull up, because they go deep with it. They'll take this shit all the way back to the beginning of your channel and pull up every low moment, every wrong thing you've said, and they'll document and clip that shit. But me, I'm gonna keep it a bing. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Okay? I'm not gonna act like, and I'm not gonna let nobody not let me bully me. Not bully is the wrong word. Sorry, Maria G. That's the wrong word. I'm not gonna let somebody intimidate me in any conversation, whether it's typed out or spoken. I'm not gonna let somebody intimidate me into cowering to say I'm wrong about something, or that I did something wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm all the way in Virginia. Okay? This is some internet shit. Okay? I think I've made my point. But I'm glad you're done. I hope it's over. I hope I don't have to hear no more about it. I hope the next time anybody messages me on Facebook, it's a, hey, how you doing? How do you feel, Sierra? What's going on? What's tea? When's your next video dropping? I hope it's something regular and not this serious shit. Okay? but you also talking about someone who believes Tina. Oh God. Now I don't know Tina Kachina. I don't know her. Okay, I don't know her. But let me tell you what I've observed thus far about Tina Kachina. Right, she sounds like this friend I got. I got this friend named Kelly. I ain't gonna give no last names or nothing. But I got this friend named Kelly, and she sounds just like Kelly. And every time I hear Tina Kachina speak, I'm like, Kelly, is that you, girl, girl? And so, and I understand there is truth in what a little bit of truth in what Tina Takina says, okay? But her delivery is not quite, what's the word, applicable. It's the delivery is what gets people fucked up. The tone is what offends people that don't know her, you know? And I don't know her, but there's a she's been through a lot. I can tell by the way she talks about stuff. And I don't even know if she has a channel, but hopefully I'll get to know her better, in the future and make a better assumption. Sierra is a real life. Oh, thank you. Shoot, tell that to Hollywood. Let them know I'm trying to audition for Days of Our Lives or something. Shoot, let everybody know over there in Hollywood. Okay, that's another reason why I looked up to Rose, because she was in movies and stuff, and she was in theater, and I was just like, oh man, like if I could, you know, get Team Rose or somehow, get her to, I don't know, be under, have her under my wing or me under her wing, whatever. And maybe I could learn some skills or something, but I don't know. That shit might be out the window now. Have you seen Tina S? Oh Lord, no, I haven't seen her. I haven't watched none of her videos or seen her. I just heard her on Ernie's channel, and she's got some firm beliefs, you know, but that's okay. I can respect it. I just, I don't quite know where she's coming from, but and I really don't remember anything specific she said, but I can tell she's been through a lot, and I could tell she's standing alone. I get that tone with her. What's the point in wasting our time on here if we're just going to make shit friends? Right? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, day in and day out, we come on YouTube, we watch, we participate, we support in everybody's channels. And sometimes these friendships end in blockations from a whole community. When Turtle Gang turned their back on me and shitted on me and didn't believe me, and Jimmy act like he didn't know me, y'all, that almost broke me, but it didn't. It didn't. I mean, half of it's because I'm stubborn. I wasn't gonna let it, but it broke me, and it was almost like a traumatic thing, to share such a good moment, such a happy moment, a joyful moment, a sensual moment with someone, and them knowing that you've been around for years, and then because you were hurt because of their actions or lack thereof, or lack of them disclosing things to you, they just kind of, oh, I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know her. I have no idea who that is. Really? And eventually, I'll prove that. I'll prove uh I don't know, maybe I don't have to prove it. Maybe, y'all can go back on some clips on my channel, or, maybe y'all can go back and figure it out and see his reaction, I'm pretty sure there are some lives left up on Jams TV or, on Dolly Vision or something where he was reacting to me, and he wasn't with PJ, but he was with Missa, and I didn't know it, but you could see his reaction. Sometimes you got to read between the lines, but I knew that man and I wanted to get to know him better. And based on whatever he has said in the background and whatever his current girlfriend has said, and even his ex-girlfriend, she kind of threw me to the side too. So I kind of felt like, well, damn, you know, that's just a little brief thought on that. She didn't even know she didn't even know she said it until she pulled up the, yeah, a lot of people don't 3 dot. A lot of people oh my bad. A lot of people don't realize what they say until after the fact. That's why they say hindsight is 2020, right? You see clearly looking back, but in the moment, and if I said anything crazy on this live, please let me know, correct me, and I can either clarify, or retract the statement, or say it in a better tactful way. But yeah, that happens, and I understand that. Rose is a windmill that, yeah, yeah, I believe that. Okay, I'll tell you later. Don't want to come across as boasting. Oh, okay. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, y'all. So let's recap and let's get ready to wrap this shit up, okay? Recap. I was not accusing Team Rose of being racist. Yes, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like the vibe. Ooh, I like that. Subscribe if you like the vibe. Um, I was not coming at Team Rose or in any kind of pointing the finger, or I was looking for clarity. I was trying to get her to clarify her statements. Um, because I wasn't sure if Chronicles of the Shady had doctored or edited the photo to make it look or sound a different way. So I wanted to make sure that she actually said that. And based on her reaction, because, let's play devil's advocate just a little bit. Team Rose, when I first questioned her, she could have just said, "Oh, I didn't say it like that." They clipped it to make it look like that. They edited it to make it look that way. She could have said that, and I would have believed that because I have respect for her. So I did not come to Team Rose to accuse her of racism. I do not think Team Rose is a racist. I was looking for clarity. And that, in turn, started a tit for tat word war, a tit for tat education war over genetics, which is a complicated subject that I did not take in college. Okay. I'm not going to pretend that I did. What I've learned is just based on what my family has learned over the years and what, we had to learn to find answers and, to find where we come from and our heritage and, our lineage all the way back to Africa. So, um, I'm sorry if to Team Rose if people were attacking her behind the scenes. That shit needs to stop. Don't nobody white knight for me. I gotta Google that. Doggone PJs. That was the term, wasn't it? Don't nobody white knight for me, or black knight for me, for that matter, or yellow knight or red knight. Don't y'all knight nothing for me, okay? Um, any fight that comes across or any conflict that comes my way, I am fully capable and prepared to handle it for myself, you know, and I will decide if it deserves my attention or not. Now, if this was just some random person, I wouldn't have cared. If it was like, if Tina, just an example, if Tina Kachina had done the same thing on Dolly's panel, you know, I don't know her. You know, that's just an example. No shade or nothing. But if anybody else would have done it, I don't think I would have cared. But because I felt so at home, um, oh, you will knife for me. Stop it, Dave. You're being romantic. You're getting me off topic. I'm trying to sound educated and strong, and then you're making me soft like a little puppy. Don't do that. Oh God. Um. So, and I also I wanted to say thank you to a certain person. I want to say thank you to Megs too, because Megs was a great moderator. She's always been a great moderator, great friend. Um, she was tripping out along with me. Um, because I shared those voice clips with Megs of Team Rose yelling at me in the DM. So she was tripping along with me. And we had a good laugh over it actually because it was so crazy. I never experienced a conflict of this nature. I'll say that. And so thanks, Megs. You're a real one. Always have been. And I want to thank someone, and I'm not gonna name drop or anything. I'm just gonna thank this person, and they're gonna know. I see three dot. They're gonna know who they are. I always knew from the moment I saw this person on YouTube, I always knew she was a real one. And, even in my hurt, even in my hurt with Jimmy, I always hoped for the best in that regard. I was silently cheering her on, from my bedroom, seeing her up on panel. And thus far, I have not been disappointed. And every time she cries, I cry. And it's a shame um, that some people are so insecure of her light. And I just want to give her flowers at this moment because genuine support and genuine feedback like she gives me doesn't come around every day. And I I just appreciate her being supportive of me and my channel and my thoughts and feelings, and I can't put a price on it. And I'm excited to see where her YouTube endeavors take her. And not only is she not only is she a beautiful person, but she has a beautiful heart. And I feel like she doesn't always get her flowers on this platform as she should. And lastly, and contrary to the belief of others, she's a great mother. You know, she's taught me, even just by listening to her in relation to her children, she's taught me to have more patience with my child. And I appreciate that aspect of her. And boy, can she dance. And I feel like, you know, in another time, in another universe, in some parallel universe, we definitely would have been friends in real life. So I definitely want to thank that person. I don't want to single out any names because I don't want anyone to feel some type of way, and I don't want you know, they know who they are. You know, she knows who she is, and I just feel blessed to know somebody that that's that genuine, you know, and that wears their heart on their sleeve, but also is growing a pretty tough skin. And every time I think, you know, she might get shattered and she might break down, she doesn't, you know, and um to those people or person who was envious of her, right? Y'all missed out on a real friend, and y'all missed out on a genuine person, you know, with your jealousy and your insecurity. And with every you know, I really appreciate her. And I want to get a wig. Just I want to get a wig. I want to get a wig that looks like her. Maybe I'll do a parody or something if she's cool with that. You know, out of, you know, good fun and everything. But I'm gonna leave y'all with this one thought. You know, the next time y'all run across someone, regardless of their skin tone, color, or creed, just remember, you never know what that person is going through. You never know what that person is dealing with. You never know their day to day struggles. And as we go forth in these YouTube streets, let's have a little grace with one another and a little empathy also. And just remember, if you can't say something nice, don't say it at all. Okay? Y'all been great. I appreciate y'all being here, listening to my rant and listening to me process everything. And I don't take it for granted. And I hope y'all stay for a while and subscribe and witness my journey on YouTube. Going from Dolly Vision groupie to YouTuber, baby. Hey, Sierra gotta eat. All right, this is my time. It's been good. Hopefully everything will be done after this live. Okay. Love y'all. Peace. Keep it real. And stop it, Katie. Stop it. I can't fight. I'm not a wrestler. Don't come for me. Okay, I'm gone.